G'day guys, how you going? So today we're going to talk about something that takes the back seat a lot for us as truckies, and it's extremely important, and it's actually about mental health and well-being and those types of things. So I've actually been lucky enough to be asked to be an ambassador for a new program called Health in Gear, which is basically set up by the government to rectify and help drivers in all walks of life to do with trucks. So basically I'm just going to outline a few things here of how it can help and what I'm going to do myself in this program that can basically relate to everyone else too, how I'm going to go about it. So the thing with Health in Gear is it's basically a two-pronged approach. So one is definitely the mental health aspect. So there's a one you can call 1-800-IN-GEAR at any time. Well, at the moment it's 9 to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday to chat to them about anything you like, and it doesn't have to be crisis points either. It can be, relationship problems, not sleeping well, financial issues, you name it. If you need someone to talk to, that number's there, and there's professionals that will definitely be able to have a chat with that you may not be able to talk to anyone else. So that's the first one there, which is extremely important, mental health and checking that. The next part of it also is, if you go over to the website healthingear.com.au, there's a whole heap of handy tips that's set out nice and easily for you to read and understand and almost check yourself. So part of that is actually called the TRUCKIES, the Truckie Tuner. And this is the bit that I'm really excited about too, because it's actual physical things you can do yourself to make your life a little bit easier and better. So that can be from your sleeping patterns, your eating, your exercise, your social interactions, all those types of things. And you can have a look at them all, have a read, see how it's relevant for you. And what I'm actually going to do is just pick one or two things at a time. There's no point trying to break records with everything, doing it all at once. Just try one thing to do it a little bit better, and you can sort of just keep going there to improve your mental and physical well-being. So for me, one of the main things is I'm a terrible eater on the road, to be honest. I very rarely eat well. My exercise is quite good with loading all this type of stuff. I'd say that's up there. My sleep, I would say, is quite good. I get my 7 hours and I'm out like a light. But my eating, absolutely ridiculously terrible, as you probably see in my videos. So that's one of the small things that I'm going to start to improve. And other things can be your alcohol intake on the weekends. There's a whole lot of stuff there, so make sure you jump over to the website and have a look at that. As I say, it's healthingear.com.au, and I'm going to be here for your support going forward, as well as everyone there. There's a few other ambassadors that you'll know around the industry that you'll hear about also that are part of this. But for me, I think this is going to be a fantastic thing for our industry that we need, because mental and physical health is definitely something that gets put on the back burner on a daily basis. So I'm right behind this program, and I hope you guys are too. So just take a little bit of time. I'm going to put a short video at the end of this video about what's on that website and what it's about as well. But one of the interesting things that in the statistics, when you have a bit of a read, and here's one for you. Statistically, truck drivers work 53% more hours per week than the average Australian. So that, from just a starting point, sort of says there's a lot of things that probably get missed in your lives because we're working so hard all the time. So take the time, guys, to have a look. And with all of us together, let's make a healthier industry for all. But before I let you go, and to be honest, I almost forgot this. I went to the truck and came back, because this is probably the best part that you people are going to love. We all know how hard it is to get to the doctors to just get, physical checks. So what Health in Gear are going to be doing is setting up at roadhouses, weighbridges and that sort of stuff around the country, and you'll actually be able to get blood pressure tests, diabetes tests, and a number of other things there while you're at work driving along. And for me, that's a bit of a godsend, because I don't know how many times I've sat there, tried to ring up to get into a doctor's, and they go, "Oh no, sorry, can you come tomorrow?" And you're like, I won't even be in this state tomorrow. So that's probably one of the biggest things for me there. Nice and easy to be able to get these physical checks done and also be able to talk to people if you have any other issues also. So there you go, guys. We'll finish it off in the video now, and I hope you all have a good one. Cheers.
Driving a truck for a living can take its toll in lots of different ways. It's a tough gig that demands a lot from drivers and their families, both physically and mentally. Long periods away from home, tight deadlines and constant time pressures can make life on the road pretty challenging. And when you're an owner-driver, there's a business to run too. But drivers have a special strength of character, working hard to get the job done, to deliver on time and to support their families.
Like our trucks, our bodies and minds need regular attention too. Sounds obvious, right? But when it comes to taking care of ourselves, it's not always that easy, especially when you don't know what's around the next bend. So what can we do to feel healthier and happier? Health and Gear is a program developed with drivers for drivers. It gives drivers a range of small actions to help them feel healthier and happier on the road and at home.
It's about finding what works for you and making that part of your routine. Over time, it's the small things that can make a big difference, keeping you well and keeping the wheels turning too.
For tune-up tips or support, visit healthandgear.com.au. Check in, tune up, get your health in gear. Supporting drivers to be healthier and happier on the road and at home.